If you cannot sketch, you can't model it. That's why mastering the drawing tool in FreeCAD is your first real step toward building 3D parts. And this is our 27th video on our FreeCAD series where we are talking about Sketcher drawing tool inside FreeCAD. And I also apologize for the last video. I think something happened and that I realized after releasing the video. That video is trimmed. Therefore, I will be covering from that part, which is where we were talking about Sketcher tool. And in order to jump into Sketcher, here I am in part design environment. Here I'm gonna click on body and then body required sketch. And now let me quickly take any plane. Let's say I have taken XZ plane or XZ plane. It's up to you what you want to call it. And we were just discussing about these different tools that are available inside Sketch. So starting with the first tool here, which is point. So you can create point and then utilizing these points, you can form certain shapes or features. Then here we have got line and polyline. Line is a typical line segment where, the line have got a start point and end point. But when we talk about the polyline can have multiple line segments. Okay. Then here we have got this arc, which is again, an arc. Just need to define the center point and then start point of arc and then end point of arc. Now, if you click here on arc, you also kind of see the elliptical arc or arc of hyperbola and parabola. Now, similarly, if let's say we click on the circle, now here we have got this circle. So all you need to do is you need to select the tool and then specify the value of it. Okay. So here, in order to define value, we need to click on this dimension tool. Once we hit dimension, now here you can see I can specify the diameter value. Now here if we go down, again just like what we saw in case of arc, here we also have got elliptical circle also available. So if you click here on create ellipse by center, if you know my center, then you just need to specify it, and then I'm gonna create a major axis and minor axis by. And that's how we can create ellipse and also can define which one is major axis and which one is a minor axis. Then here we have got rectangle. Now it's up to you whether you want to create edge based rectangle or center based. So for example, here this rectangle is center based. Now let me also click on rounded one, and here you can see we have created this rounded rectangle. Now let's also jump into our next tool. Then the next tool here we have got the polygon, which have the following variant. Let's say I would like to go with pentagon, so I have selected pentagon, and now here you can see I just need to pull it from center and our pentagon shape is ready. Now after that, here we have got option of creating slot. So all you need to do is you need to select the tool, and then so in this way guys, we can create slots. And now slots are also of two type. One is these linear slot and another one is arc slot. So just you need to select, and there we go. So here you can see not only we were able to create the linear slot, but also we are competent enough to create this kind of sketch. Then here we have got another tool named as spline. In case of spline also, we have got so many varieties available. And then after you form spline, here you can see you also have option to play with these spline local point. Okay, and here you can see as we are playing with a local point, how the curvature of the overall spline curve is changing. Now there is one more cool thing which is known as construction geometry. So here you can see this is the normal line segment. So when I select this solid line and then click on reference, you can see that this line is converted to a dash line. So what does this reference mean or reference line mean? Well, it means that these lines are only applicable within or inside your Sketcher module. So these reference geometry that are built by a dash line are generally used to build other geometry. For example, I can form this reference geometry to create circumcircle or in circle. For example, I'm just trying to give some example. Okay, so now for example, you will see that this particular one is of no use unless I'm gonna utilize it otherwise. So let's see. For example, if somebody would like to draw let's say in circle. Therefore, I can actually take 3 points of these corner. So this is one of use case of reference geometry. And that's also wrap up this session on Sketcher. In our next session, we will be talking about geometric constraints that are available inside FreeCAD. So make sure you follow and subscribe to Engineering Pritam, and I will catch you soon with one such another video. Till then, you take care and bye bye.